In today's video, we'll be discussing the real reason Kim Coles was fired from In Living Color, those rumors about her and Keenen Ivory Wayans, and the struggles Kim has faced in her career and in her love life. But before we get started, don't forget to grab something to eat at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of smoky Texas barbecue beef jerky, buffalo wing popcorn, and green apple licorice. After performing a comedy skit at the 1984 Big Beautiful Woman Beauty Contest, Kim Coles was crowned first runner-up and decided to pursue a career as a stand-up comic. She practiced her routine in various nightclubs, and when a comedy club owner recommended 195-pound Kim either lose weight and become a babe or gain weight and go the Nell Carter route, Kim decided to slim down. With some help from a friend who was a personal trainer, Kim lost about 50 pounds in 5 months. She went on to compete at the Apollo Theater and tied for first place. After she was asked to warm up the audience for the televised version of the show, various opportunities started to flood in for the Brooklyn native, including an appearance on Star Search. She also toured with Luther Vandross and opened up for Sinbad, Damon Wayans, The Temptations, and Robert Townsend. She was even hired to warm up the audience on the set of The Cosby Show. In 1985, she met a man named Aton Edwards at a comedy club. 8 months later, they got married. In 1990, she and other New York comedians were invited by Keenen Ivory Wayans to perform at a comedy club in the city in hopes of being cast on his new show. Kim made it through several rounds of auditions before being offered a spot on the sketch comedy program that we now know as In Living Color. She told the Chicago Tribune, "I was ecstatic. It was new and it was happening. We were renegades." She moved to Los Angeles while her husband stayed in New York to focus on his own career as an emergency preparedness and self-reliance expert. Kim told the Baltimore Sun they were both stubborn and her husband wasn't a fan of LA, so they agreed to be in a bi-coastal marriage. Kim appeared on season 1 of In Living Color, which aired in April 1990. She told the Chicago Tribune that there was a sense of family in the early days of In Living Color as she worked alongside her castmates like Keenen, his brothers Damon and Sean, their sister Kim, Jim Carrey, Kelly Caulfield, Tommy Davidson, David Allen Greer, and Takia Crystal Kima. The happiness wore off quickly, though. Kim started to notice that Keenen, who was also one of the show's executive producers, sometimes overlooked her for skits. While chatting with the Orlando Sentinel, Kim said the show was designed for and by men. She accused Keenen of being male-oriented and added, "He doesn't hate women, but he's a man and absolutely comes from a man's perspective." She also started to notice that whenever there was work for a woman, Keenen gave most of it to either his sister or Kelly. Kim was never allowed to become a major player on the cast. She believed Keenen was more focused on making his sister a star. And then she received a call and was told she had been fired after just 1 season. Kim later found out Keenen didn't think she was versatile enough. But Kim disagreed. She told the Chicago Tribune, "How could I show my versatility if I wasn't able to perform?" Getting fired was her first taste of the shady entertainment business. She told the Orlando Sentinel she learned how people in the industry will step on each other to get what they want. And then she dropped a bombshell. "I learned about people who will kiss feet and other parts of other people's bodies to get what they want. And I learned that I will not do that." But the rumor mill was telling a different story. Sources claimed Kim's firing was a result of a love affair gone bad between her and Keenen. Kim was forced to deny the reports in subsequent interviews, and when the LA Times asked Keenen if the affair rumors were true, he simply answered no. As Kim tried to move on from the hurt she felt from being fired, she started to realize Keenen did her a favor because she knew she wouldn't be able to reach her full potential with his narrow vision. She picked herself up and continued pursuing her comedy career. She also decided to keep Los Angeles as her home base while her husband remained in New York. She had her sights set on developing a one-woman comedy show. She also made an appearance on Martin. As far as landing a permanent gig on TV, Kim told the Baltimore Sun that shortly after leaving In Living Color, she signed on with Lorimar Television to develop a series built around her humor. They pitched the show to ABC, but the network wasn't interested. In 1992, she entered into a holding contract with NBC, which basically means the network believed in her and her talent, but they paid her a check while they figured out a suitable show for her. In the meantime, Kim wasn't allowed to work for any other networks. According to the Baltimore Sun, NBC didn't think a show geared towards an urban audience was a priority, so they never made it to the script stage. Kim and her career were essentially put on ice. As she waited and waited and waited, she said she became fat, lazy, and depressed. For months, she sat around and watched TV until NBC finally gave up and let her out of her contract. By that point, Kim didn't know where to go or what to do, so she waited for someone to contact her, and the most perfect role dropped right into her lap. Yvette Lee Bowser, the creator of Living Single, picked Kim as her first choice to play Sinclair James. Kim joined Queen Latifah and the rest of the cast in 1993 and became a fan favorite. Viewers gravitated toward her funny, naive, and innocent character and the romance she shared with John Hinton, who played the role of Overton Wakefield Jones. Be sure to check out our John video to learn more about the crush he had on Kim and the other Kim. Now, let's jump into her love life. Behind her upbeat personality and her beautiful smile, Kim was struggling in her personal life, and she and her husband got divorced in 1995. Living Single was canceled in 1998 after 5 seasons, and Kim moved on to appear in other programs like The Gina Davis Show, One-on-One, The Parkers, The Soul Man, and many, many more. As she continued finding steady work in the industry, she also found love. In 2014, 52-year-old Kim met 40-year-old Reggie McIver, a former SWAT officer who had been assigned to be her security escort at a natural hair expo. According to People magazine, they were enjoying each other's company at the event, but they felt something really special when Reggie took her hand to read her energy and ended up holding it a little bit longer than he should have. During a trip to Olive Garden, Reggie asked Kim to be his wife, and she said yes, even though he didn't have a ring to put on her finger. Later on, he found his mom's engagement ring at his sister's house and presented it to Kim. She announced their engagement on Facebook in February 2015, and they rushed to plan their wedding, which took place in the Dominican Republic 5 months later. 45 people were in attendance to watch Kim walk down the aisle in her $10 Target flip-flops. 4 years after getting married, it was all over. According to The Blast, Kim was the one who filed for divorce, and she asked that neither party be awarded spousal support. While her acting roles have slowed down a bit, her love life is heating up. In the summer of 2020, 58-year-old Kim went public with her new man, 46-year-old Dr. E.J. Johnson. He received his doctorate in business administration from Columbia Southern, an online university based in Alabama. On his Instagram account, he describes himself as an investor, entrepreneur, strategist, speaker, and founder of Purple Label Consulting and Elevated Guru. In an online post, he declared that each day with Kim is like Valentine's Day. And as for Kim, she wrote in an Instagram caption that her new boyfriend brings her so much joy. We're so happy Kim has finally met the man who appears to be her perfect match, and we wish them nothing but the best. Let us know your thoughts on Kim Cole's life and career, and thanks for watching RRG.